His home in volatile northwest Syria may have been destroyed, but Hassan decided returning was better than risking his family in contracting the coronavirus in a packed displacement camp. No case of the Covid-19 illness has yet to be recorded in northwest Syria, but aid organizations fear any outbreak in the last major rebuild would be catastrophic. They warn the virus could rage through jam-packed displaced camps, where maintaining basic hygiene is difficult and social distancing near impossible.
We were in the north and the camps are really crowded. We were scared the coronavirus might spread because of the severe overcrowding, so we decided to come home. Even if our homes were destroyed, we'd live on top of the rubble.
Hassan and his family were among nearly 1 million to flee their homes during a deadly Moscow-backed regime offensive against the jihadist-dominated region from December, the largest such wave of displacement in Syria's 9-year-old war. Now, just a few weeks into a fragile truce that took effect as the virus outbreak was turning into the pandemic, they're among hundreds to have returned to Ahira, some to stay. In the town, children giggle as they scale mountains of grey rubble where buildings once stood. In one bakery, flat circles of dough are loaded into a blazing oven before being churned back out on a conveyor belt as piping hot loaves. In one of the town's streets, Hassan admires his packed water tanker.
I have a water tanker and I came back and I'm working with the tanker, and God willing will serve the people and the country.
They decided to come home while the Russians-backed truce still holds. When the ceasefire came into effect in the wider jihadist-dominated region, where residents were deeply skeptical it would last. But it has so far as Damascus grapples to contain a rising COVID-19 illness, tally of at least 29 cases, including 2 deaths.
The north is now largely a crowded area, and displaced people are living on top of each other. In every house, there are 3 or 4 families. It's really, really bad. We are scared for our little ones because of the coronavirus.
Nearby, Rami Abu, 32-year-old, also believes the regime would have resumed military operations had it not been for the virus. The father of 3 returned to Ahira last week, fearing his children would contract the novel coronavirus in the camps further north. Not far off, a few small trucks drive back into town, the old mattress stacked in the back. In one damaged building, workers lay cement cinder blocks in a gaping hole in a wall. On the rubble of another, men swing sledgehammers at what remains a collapsed top floor. Yahya, 34, says he returned to help people rebuild their homes, but is reluctant to bring back his wife and 3 children.
My family is displaced. I returned by myself to help people secure their needs as things remain calm.
In the town cemetery, a 40-year-old Adu presses her forehead to the side of a tall white tombstone, a child in a face mask by her side. Amid the wild grass and spring flowers, she says she has only returned to Ahira briefly to visit the graves of 2 sons slain during war.
We were displaced for 2 months. It was very difficult. 2 of my sons were martyred, and all I wanted to do was return to them. I used to always visit their graves, but when I was displaced, I wasn't able to at all. God willing, we will remain settled in our town and will be happy, and will visit the graves of the martyrs. My home was destroyed, and I have nothing left but the mercy of God Almighty.
Along with her husband and 5 other children, Adu has lived in a mosque near the Turkish border for 2 months. If the situation remains stable, the family plans to move back by the end of April, even though their home has been destroyed.